In this edition, President Isaias Afwerki joins the Premier Abiy for sugar factory inauguration. Egypt sentences 17 people to death. Hello and welcome. This is OBN. I'm Anu Khalil with the news. Those are the headlines of the news we are going to tell you. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Dr. Abiy Ahmed, has inaugurated Omokura 3 sugar factory. President of Eritrea, Isaias Afwerki, has arrived in southern Omo city of Jinka in Ethiopia to attend the inaugural ceremony of the factory. Omokura, which is one of the 4 sugar projects being built at a cost of 8 billion birr from foreign loan, is expected to produce 8,000 to 10,000 quintals of sugar a day, or 1.5 million quintals annually. President Isaias Afwerki has arrived in Finne for a 2-day visit as part of unprecedented strengthening bilateral relations between the two countries, Ethiopia and Eritrea. The project, which is Omokura 3, has been constructed by a Chinese company called Complant. The factory, when it fully goes operational, would create job opportunities for 12,000 people. Fusum Araga, Chief of Staff of the Office of Prime Minister, has posted it on his Facebook page. Vice President of the Oromia Regional State, Tayyiba Hassan, says her government would strengthen its support to farmers to enable them improve their productivity through using various agricultural technologies. A delegation of government officials led by Tayyiba Hassan has visited plots of farmers in Ejersalafo district of West Shah Zone. Fukad Burhanu takes up Alamu Olik as report.
Mulatu Gabbisa and Latabakala are farmers of Ejersalafo district of West Shawat Zone who have developed their farmland with agricultural technologies and have been getting good products.
We've been using modern technologies like BBM and cluster. Agriculture experts have been helping us to use these technologies, so we have been getting more product when we compare it to the previous times.
A delegation led by Vice President of the Oromia Regional State, who is also coordinator of social cluster, Tayyiba Hassan, and the farmers drawn from different zones have visited farmland of the farmers developed with modern agricultural technologies. Head of the Oromia Agriculture and Natural Resource Bureau, Aba Dabale, said the government has been working to expand experiences of model farmers across the region.
As you see, this year agricultural production is in a good manner due to good weather condition. Our exporters have also done a lot in this regard. On the other hand, farmers and leaders at different levels have played great role to increase product and productivity.
Director of Agriculture Transformation Agency of Oromia branch, Ababa Dreba, notes that his agency has been working to modernize agriculture in Oromia.
We've been working on how to modernize and transform agriculture in our region. This work can also help us to expand mechanization.
Vice President of the Oromia Regional State, who is also coordinator of social cluster, Tayyiba Hassan, for her part underscored that agricultural production has been increasing in the region from time to time. In the past 2 years, our region's agricultural production has shown improvement, which is significant, she said. Tayyiba states that the government would help farmers with modern agricultural technologies more than ever.
Brigadier General Kamal Galchu, founder and chairperson of the United Front for Independent Oromia, has been appointed as head of the Oromia Administration and Security Bureau. Process owner of activities with the Oromia Administration and Security Bureau, by Sakuma, has announced his appointment on his Facebook page. Brigadier General Kamal Galchu would lead the bureau. Brigadier General Kamal Galchu was born in Zwai Dugda district of RC Zone. He was commander of a division of Ethiopian Army. Brigadier Major General Kamal Galchu was Sector 4 Commander for Ethiopian peacekeepers deployed in Liberia from 1999 to 2003. And in 2006, he defected with 280 soldiers of Ethiopia and entered Eritrea. After 12 years, however, he talked with Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed in Uganda following the changing political situation in the country. Based on that, he came back home with his groups. Colonel Ababa Garasu has been appointed as deputy head of the bureau with General Kamal Galchu. His party, UFIO, United Front for Independent Oromia, and ODP, Oromia Democratic Party, are expected to form a coalition. This is something unique that's being done from the contesting political parties, assuming this position as a changing of political situation in the country. Really, people are commending that. The Oromia Disaster Risk Management Commission said it is working on revenue of householders to solve economic problems of the public. It has held discussion with stakeholders here in Dama town. Let us trace out more on that.
The Oromia Disaster Risk Management Commission has held a discussion on the research it has conducted on household-level revenue data, being in collaboration with USAID and Save the Children. The research findings, which focused on the economic status of the society, has identified what the society's way of life looks like and the main source of income through collecting the data at household level. What the farmers should do to proactively prevent the risk of natural disaster was also among the findings of the research. Concerned bodies, including NGOs, scholars drawn from different universities, heads of different bureaus, have tabled ways of implementing the results of the research. Commissioner of the Oromia Disaster Risk Management Commission, Makonile Njisa, said the research findings would have a vital role in solving the problems that might face the society and help them to improve their livelihood.
The research will enable the society to participate in every work activity. For instance, the person who used to engage in trade now can involve in animal rearing. The laborers can also participate in trade.
Employee of Proactive Risk Management Solution Unit with Oromia Pastoralist Commission, Girma Matafar, said that they identified in the research that the household-level data, which has served for 10 years, was inconsistent with the current societal progress.
I hope the newly conducted research will help us to know how the livelihood of our society is changed and plan for the future work in this regard.
Some individuals who attended the workshop called on all to play the role for the implementation of the research findings, noting that the research depicts the real situation of the society.
The main thing to be done is that the government and the non-governmental organizations ought to work in cooperation on these issues so as to improve the living standard of our society.
Administration of Adola Wayu town in Guji zone announced that it has completed construction of various infrastructures for benefit of the public. Manager of Adola Wayu town municipality, Robe Barako, said road and ditches constructed at a cost of 24 million birr government budget and public participation are ready for services. Residents of the town have also expressed their pleasure over the projects they got. Head of Guji Zone Urban Development Housing Office, Adunya Tasfaya, said 135 million birr has been allocated for the expansion of different infrastructures in 3 towns of the zone. OBN's Talahun Batad reported. Welcome back. Now to the news from Northern Africa. 17 people have been sentenced to death by Egyptian military court over their involvement in bomb attacks on Coptic Christian churches. A further 19 people were handed life jail terms over the attacks, which took place in 2016 and 17. The Islamic State IS group said its militants were behind the suicide bombings that killed dozens of people. Amnesty International described the death sentences as grossly unfair. The human rights group said that those accused of carrying out the church attacks in Egypt should be retried in a civilian court and proceedings that comply with international human rights law. Since 2014, Egyptian authorities have sent more than 15,000 civilians to military courts, which activists say do not provide even the limited due to process protection. As part of the Egyptian military court sentencing on Thursday, a further 10 people were handed prison terms of between 10 and 15 years for their involvement in the attacks, officials said. All of the sentences are subject to appeal. In April 2017, 2 bomb attacks by IS militants on Coptic Christian churches in Alexandria and the Nile Delta city of Tanta killed more than 45 people. An attack on a cathedral complex in the Egyptian capital, Cairo, the previous December left at least 25 people dead, the BBC reported. You have been watching OBN, coming to you live from Adama town, Oromia, Ethiopia. Thank you for watching. Have a good time. Up next comes Pick of the Week. I'll be back with that. Don't go away, please.